I've never seen this much money in my life. I haven't tried being an internet thought, and so that's why I did it for fun.
Okay, so that just happened. Hi, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, then you picked the perfect day to stumble across this video because today we're talking about Clara Dao, a girl who spent years telling millions of girls to love their flat chest, love their body, you're beautiful, you're enough, and then quietly got a boob job, then switched her entire content, then broke up with her boyfriend in the middle of all the chaos, then announced an OnlyFans account and posted it with a child in it. I'm sorry, I need a second. I'm going to need you to sit down because this story has layers. Stay with me because we're going all the way back to the beginning. And by the end of this video, you understand exactly why the internet is going absolutely feral over this woman right now. Let's get into it. So who is Clara Dao? Full name Clara Dao, born August 29, 1998 in Hanoi, Vietnam, making her a 27-year-old Virgo, which is honestly very on brand for everything we're about to discuss. She moved from Vietnam to Canada in 2015 at 17 years old to continue her studies. She graduated from Columbia International College in Canada in 2016. So she's got her education back too, okay? She's Vietnamese Canadian, she's bilingual, and she's been living and creating content in Canada, mostly Toronto, for years. She's now reportedly based between Los Angeles, Toronto, and Saigon. Growing up, Clara said she was bullied hard for being skinny and flat-chested, and not just by strangers online, by her own family, who kept telling her she was too thin and would look better if she had more curves. She said that in college, she was so insecure about her body that she was buying weight gain supplements off Instagram. She stuck a photo of a Kardashian body on her mirror to try to manifest it. She was that girl who stuffed her bra. The Kardashian body on the mirror though, she was out here manifesting. We don't judge, we have all been somewhere like that. But then something shifted, she started documenting her body, not to change her body but to accept it. And in February 2019, she uploaded her very first YouTube video called 2019 Do What You Love, No More Excuses. She joined YouTube officially on September 30th, 2016, but didn't post for years. Then in 2019, she found her lane, and that lane, body positivity, specifically for skinny women and flat-chested women, because up until Clara, you barely saw that representation online. She joined TikTok in 2020, and that's when things really took off. Her platform grew fast. She was making content about how being flat-chested is beautiful, how skinny shaming is real, how you don't have to look like what the society tells you to look like to be worthy. And people, especially girls, loved it because she was saying things they'd never heard anyone say out loud. Her videos were receiving comments like, Clara literally saved me from getting surgery. I was saving money for implants and her videos made me cancel the consultation. She's the reason I stopped stuffing my bra. I actually started owning my flat chest because of her. She went from posting relatable body image content to becoming the face of flat chest confidence on the internet. At her peak, she had over 8 million followers across all platforms, nearly 4 million subscribers on YouTube alone, 3 million on TikTok, 642,000 on Instagram. That is not small. And the message, love your natural body, flat is beautiful. You are enough exactly as you are. Now, you see where this is going, right? Because if the message is love your natural body and then you change your natural body, the internet has questions, many questions. But before we get to the surgery, there were already cracks forming. While Clara was publicly promoting body positivity, some of her videos were starting to tell a different story. In September 2024, she posted a YouTube video called The Surprising Habits That Keep Me Skinny. In it, she talks about how she doesn't eat until she's really hungry, sometimes not until 7 p.m. She talks about not eating when she's not hungry, about telling yourself I'm a naturally skinny person as a mindset. Now, in isolation, you could argue that's just her sharing her personal experience. But when you build a platform on body positivity and then you post content that looks a lot like here's how to not eat, people notice. And these comments says it all. She says she's doing body positivity, but she's literally telling girls to skip meals and only eat at 7 p.m. That's not body positivity, that's a disordered eating tutorial. I followed her for body confidence, but then her stay skinny video almost triggered my eating disorder. She doesn't get to have it both ways. She claims to be naturally skinny but posts tips on how to stay skinny. Naturally skinny people do not need tips to stay skinny. Make it make sense. And that right there is a contradiction people were highlighting and still are. You cannot tell a generation of girls to love themselves exactly as they are and simultaneously post content about how you stay thin, because the audience is watching and the message they receive is being thin is the goal. She also posted a video called How to Get Skinny in Under a Week. Now, she added a disclaimer saying it was satire and a POV. But when millions of girls are watching you, the joke and the tutorial starts to look the same. People were already calling her a thin influencer, someone who uses body positivity language while actually promoting thin ideals. But this was just the appetizer, because in March 2025, the main course arrived. March 5th, 2025, Clara Dao gets breast augmentation surgery. She goes from a 32AA to a 32C. The surgery cost her $3,398.56, done at a clinic in Da Nang, Vietnam, where she had moved with her boyfriend just 1 week before her surgery. Now, how did she explain this decision?
Yes, I did have a boob job. I know this might come as a shock. So why did I do it? Let me tell you the real reason why I did it. And it comes down to one word: fun. Over time, I got bored. I started craving change.
Bored. She was bored. Most people, when they're bored, go for a walk or reorganize their closets or watch Netflix. This woman went and got a boob job. Okay. She also said she felt boxed in by the flat chest content, that after 6 years of making the same content, she just wanted to pivot. She wanted to be free of the label of the flat-chested girl. She said, I had basically built my dream life, so I reached that point where I wanted something new. And honestly, as a person, you can understand that. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to want something different. She announced the surgery publicly on April 1st, 2025, April Fool's Day, and people initially thought it was a joke. It was not a joke. And the internet went absolutely wild. Was it all a lie? Was she insecure all along? Did she just use body positivity to get money and then change herself? I literally chose not to get surgery because of her. I chose to love my flat chest because of her videos, and now this? Clara herself acknowledged the backlash in her own words. I built my following based on that one single message of loving your natural body, your flat chest especially. A big part of my following followed me for that message. And she knew. She literally said, I fully expected I would be cancelled once I announced my boob job. She lost approximately 500,000 followers in the aftermath. 500,000 followers. And look, just to be clear, nothing about getting surgery is wrong. Women get plastic surgery all the time, and men too. Your body, your choice, full stop. But when your entire career, your entire brand, your entire identity was built on telling girls not to change their bodies, and then you go and change yours, the hypocrisy is hard to ignore. Not because you did the surgery, but because of what you said for years. Now, we have to talk about Harvey, because you can't tell the story without him. In January 2024, Clara started a couple's YouTube channel with her then boyfriend, Harvey. Harvey is 24 years old, Clara is 27, so there's a small age gap there. They met at a club in Toronto twice, first in March 2023 when Clara was still in a different relationship. They didn't get together then. Then in September 2023, they reconnected at a club again. Having made the first move, Clara was hesitant at first. She said, let's keep it casual, and then 4 weeks into the casual, she fell in love. They moved to Vietnam together in late February 2025, literally a week before her boob job on March 5th. And this is where people started asking questions, because the timing felt suspicious to a lot of people online. Clara moved to Vietnam with her boyfriend, got breast implants a week after arriving, and then announced it on April Fool's Day. And here's what people had to say about that. She got the boob job because of Harvey. He's younger than her, she felt insecure, she wanted to look different. That's what happened. No woman in a stable, healthy relationship with a man who loves her natural body suddenly decides to get implants a week after moving in with him. Harvey definitely said something. I don't know what, but he said something. Now, Clara never confirmed that Harvey influenced her decision. She said it was hers entirely. Then, in August 2025, it happened. Clara and Harvey broke up.
We broke up. It happened really fast when I was in Manila. What we had was a perfect relationship in every sense, and I felt so loved, understood, and respected throughout. We both tried to make it work. We realized that we have to let each other go. But right now, I think I'm okay. I guess right now, I just want to focus on myself. I wish him nothing but the best.
Sweet, mature, handled with grace. Good for her. But then Harvey started posting. Harvey posted a video that said, and I need you to hear this, villain hack coming, with a smirk. He posted a get ready with me first date video very soon after the breakup. People felt like Harvey was capitalizing on the breakup, going on dates publicly, posting like the breakup was a favor she did him, while Clara was posting vulnerability and healing content. He was out out here posting first date get ready with me's. And of course, the internet noticed this. He broke up with her after she got surgery, moved countries, and lost 500k followers, and now he's posting villain arc the way he's posting about dating right after he wanted out and used the chaos as his exit. After the breakup, Clara actually mentioned she lost a lot of weight. Later, she posted that she gained 10 pounds back in a month and was finally happy again. She was also hitting the gym, going on her own weight gain journey, and trying to rebuild. Okay, so now we've got the boob job, the boyfriend, the breakup, the mass unfollowing. What does Clara do? She pivots hard. The content started shifting from empowering body positivity vlogs to thirst traps, showing off the new body, before and after comparisons, and yes, still making how to stay skinny type content, which made the whole thing even more confusing. Because she's posting love your body in one tab, and here's how I stay thin in another. She centered her entire account on body positivity, and the fact she promotes toxic dieting culture as well just shows you from the beginning she was never for the girls in the first place. From empowerment queen to thirst trapping in like 4 months, the glow up is real, but the motive is questionable. She used body positivity to get money and then gave herself her dream body. We were the beta testers for her rebrand. And that theory, we were the beta testers for her rebrand, is the one the internet cannot let go of. The idea is basically this. She used the body positivity era to build her audience, build her brand, build her money. And then once she had everything she needed, she used that money and that platform to become who she actually wanted to be all along. Also worth noting, some of the brand deals she had during the body positivity era, those were with more ethical, body positive type brands. After the changes, some of those partnerships reportedly fell through. One brand deal fell through during negotiations around the time of her cancellation. Though she says that business overall has remained strong and opportunities have grown since. And then the OnlyFans. So Clara Dao announced that she was starting an OnlyFans account. She did a countdown. She posted how much she made on her first day. Now look, OnlyFans is not illegal. It's a platform, adults use it, people make real money on it. And influencers starting OnlyFans accounts is also not new. But here's where people had an issue. The countdown, the announcement video, there was a child, a kid, visible in the background of the video while she was doing the OnlyFans countdown, while she was building excitement about joining an adult platform. Okay, I am not going to blow this out of proportion, but I will say this. Reading the room is a life skill, and that room had a child in it. People were genuinely disturbed, not necessarily because of Clara as a person, but because the optics of counting down to an OnlyFans announcement with a kid nearby are not great. It raised eyebrows and people were very vocal about it. I don't care that she's on OnlyFans, I care that she did that countdown with a child present. That's just not it. The kid in the background, while she's announcing an adult content platform, is genuinely not okay, regardless of what you think about OnlyFans. She also posted a video revealing how much money she made.
I've never seen this much money in my life. You guys, I risked my whole career for this, and it's so worth it. In 1 day since I officially launched. Thank you all so much for watching my videos, for supporting me.
So while I was putting this video together, Clara Dao just dropped a new video addressing the whole OnlyFans situation, and the way she started already throwing me off. She said she didn't even need the money in the first place because she comes from a rich family, like she literally does not have to work. She also said she's already made enough from content creation, so this wasn't about survival. The reason she did it, guys, brace yourself. She said she did it to be rebellious and to go against what's expected of her for fun, not because she had to, not because she needed it. And I'm sorry, but does that not sound familiar? Because that's the same thing she said about the boob job. And honestly, it's starting to feel like a pattern. Like every extreme decision, every controversial move, she just does it because she can. And that honestly raises a bigger question.
A lot of people ask me, Clara, why did you start an OF? I thought you're rich and you come from a rich family. You don't need the money. Yes, that's true. I come from a family that probably don't have to work and I'll be fine for the rest of my life. And I already made a name for myself doing social media for 7 years, live very comfortably, have a really good life. I am just rebellious. There's something inside of me, in my blood. I can't change it. Something inside me just wants to go against every social norm and what people expect of me, what I'm not supposed to do. I want to do that. that. In the beginning, when I first started out creating content, nobody was making flat-chested content, okay, on the internet. Nobody was making flat-chested content. Maybe some, but like not as many as I did. And I really made it my thing. I loved it. And after 6 years of doing that, of course, you would get bored. And I was thinking to myself with my rebellious brain, what would people not expect from me? And the answer is very obvious to me. And I realized that, you know what? I haven't tried being a bot. I haven't tried being an internet thought. And so that's why I did OF. For fun.
And yeah, after watching that, it's very clear she genuinely does not care. And now a lot of her fans are finally seeing Clara Dao for who she actually is. People are starting to realize this girl is not genuine. And honestly, it's making people question everything. And the comment on that video, they really say it all. One person said, "I am very much disappointed. Oh my god, you do OF? Oh no." Another said, "You're living for others instead of living and sticking to moral values. Crazy that I used to think of you as my older sister. I used to think of you as my role model. I am done defending you." Girl, what the actual and that right there, that's where people are at right now. They've had it. Like, this feels like the final straw for a lot of her audience, and I'm not even going to lie, I genuinely do not see a way out for her in this situation. She thought she was cancelled before. Yeah, this might actually be worse. There's actually something bigger to examine here. Social media has this weird way of rewarding people for being relatable, for being real, for being the version of yourself that an audience needs. And Clara Dao, flat-chested, skinny, shamed immigrant girl from Vietnam, was extremely relatable to an enormous amount of people. She gave them something real, and they gave her millions of followers in return. But social media also creates this trap where you become your brand, where your body, your insecurity, your realness, that's the product. And when you want to change the product, the audience feels like they own a stake in it. Clara said she felt boxed in, and honestly, she probably was. When every video about your flat chest gets millions of views and everything else underperforms, you start to feel like a museum exhibit. So the question isn't whether she was wrong to change. Question is, was the body positivity genuine, or was it always a strategy? And here's what the internet is saying: they think it was a strategy, not necessarily a conscious, evil, calculated strategy from day one, but a pattern of using what she had, her natural flat-chested body, to build a platform, then using that platform to fund the body she actually wanted. And then once the body changed, the content changed too. That's the full tea on Clara Dao. If you're new here, subscribe because we do these deep dives regularly. Let me know in the comments, do you think the body positivity was real, or was it always a business move? I'll be in the comments. I want to read what you guys think. I'll see you in my next one.